What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, this is where we talk about the news topics that happened in the scale world of RC over the past week. If you enjoyed the Scale News Update, hit the like button. Let's jump into this week's topics. First for this week is a couple of new additions to WPL's line of the D42s. If you've never seen these before, they offer this in a truck version and this van version as well, but they're a fairly inexpensive, basic little RC car. It's a hard body, it's well detailed, comes with everything, but they're a fun platform to turn into a ton of different things. There's a huge modding community over these, lots of 3D printable stuff. They're fairly toy grade, but the body and the detail, all of that's done pretty well, so they're kind of fun. So you've been looking for something to tinker with or 3D print some parts for, here's a fairly inexpensive thing that you could pick up. The new Axial SCX24 Bronco is available now. These were on pre-order over the last 2 or 3 weeks, but are fully released now, hitting stores everywhere. So if you didn't want to jump on a pre-order, but you're ready to buy now, pick them up. They're in stock and ready to ship. Seen them at both dealers and distributors, so wherever you like to shop, they should be there in all of the colors, it appears. And if you already had an SCX24 and wanted to convert one, the bodies are available for that Axial Bronco, but they're coming in a white unpainted version, but with the molded pieces and all of that. So if you wanted to kind of detail up your own, this is a great option. Again, unpainted, but the price is solid. Even if you were already buying one, but just wanted to do a custom paint job or anything like that, they did a really good job on hitting a good price point for that body. So those are available, I believe, only at Horizon right now. I haven't seen those make it to dealers or distributors, but if you're looking for that, I've linked to it on the Horizon website below. One last thing on the 24 scale stuff though, Furitech, who normally releases a lot of the brushless systems and option upgrades chassis for the 124 scales, released this new Rock Bouncer style metal cage, an actual welded cage. At this scale, you're not exactly going to get the cleanest looking joints. You're gonna get a metal cage and it's $100. So not a terrible price for trying to get a fabricated metal cage, and it doesn't matter the scale. These things can be a little bit difficult to fabricate. So the price is reasonable for what you're getting, but the look, you're gonna have to decide if you're okay with the look of the joints and welds on something this size, because as the proportion of the tube size go down, the weld doesn't necessarily. So check that out if you're looking for something a little bit different. You wanted a true metal caged Rock Bouncer in 124 scale. For you Element Enduro owners, SSD has now come up with some new axle housings for you, where it uses the plastic molded center section with the metal outer tube style. They've got both a front and a rear option available. The third member on this, which is what holds the ring gear and pinion gear, is made from brass, so a little bit of extra weight that bolts into that center section. Give yourself that little bit lower center of gravity. But when you buy this, it also comes with a plastic third member that will allow you to swap out those Element gears to the Axial gears, which are a much stronger gear option compared to the Elements. So if you want to roll with what you have for now, but once you do blow up the Element gears, then you could swap out to a set of Axial gears without having to buy anything extra. However, you would lose the brass third member portion that you purchased with that axle, but giving you a little bit of flexibility there. Looks like it's basically the very similar diamond axle that he made for the SCX, and now he's just making a brass one and trying to put it all together in a package. So that's what you're getting if you're an Element owner looking to upgrade the axles and look at some other upgrades in the future. This could be a good option for you, but check those out wherever you buy SSD parts. This episode of the Scale News Update is again brought to you by Team Garage Hack. Thanks to Team Garage Hack for sponsoring the month of April. This week, Team Garage Hack teased some new face styles to their super narrow offset wheel options that they currently make. Previously, there was only one style of their wheel available, but now it looks like they're going to have 3 or 4 additional styles released soon. However, if you're looking for a set now, you can take advantage of a 20% off on the original style of those wheels. Go to their website, I've linked it below. And once again, thanks to Team Garage Hack for sponsoring this month's Scale News Update. Biddy Designs has that new Lamborghini style body coming out for the Arma Felony. Now they have a pre-order available on this body right now, even though the full launch isn't out yet. It says that the launch is going to be in about 3 days from when this video comes out, but you can go pre-order now with some limited photos available of the body. And if you pre-order now, you do get a custom fit foam bumper that's made for the body that has like a €20 value. Looks like this body is going to retail itself for around €90. And I haven't looked up exactly what the conversion for that is, but I assume it's a little over $100. The Felony is a big platform. I imagine that this is made with some thicker Lexan, I would hope, based on the speed and bashability of the Felony. But from the photos that you can see, the teases that they put out there, this looks like it's going to be a pretty amazing looking body. Using the rear diffuser from the Felony, and the rest of it is just very Lamborghini style. So looking forward to seeing exactly what this thing looks like. And if you'd like to jump in on it and change up the look of your Felony, then it's linked in the description below. You can go check that out, or you can just go take a look at the photos that they have posted. And if it's been longer than 4 days since this video came out, you can go probably look at the full details of this thing. So check that out. Linked in the description below, as well as links to the rest of this week's stories. Proline released the details on the new partnership with Mickey Thompson and their first 2.2 tire to come out of that deal, which is the Baja Pro X. It is a 2.2, looks like it's made for the Rift, just absolutely designed for it. This is a huge 2.2 though, coming in at 5.88 inches, if I can read the text that's listed on the sidewall properly, which is huge, which makes sense though. That Baja Pro X is a monster tire in the full size, and it's, you know, perfectly fitting in this scale as well. But it looks really good. They did a great job, and it's coming in the G8 compound. So if you want the biggest 2.2 that I've seen in quite a while, this seems to be your winner. And then Proline basically released the exact opposite of that tire this week as well, with the Proline Bald Eagles. Not exactly a scale tire. It's actually made for trucks and short course trucks. And it's a bald tire. It's, you know, no tread. It's not a drag slick. It's for short course trucks, but ones that turn, not just go straight. For super high traction tracks, if you need it, I'm sure you already know. So the Bald Eagle, I like the name though. Well played. And then next, the Proline Bronco, the new scale truck platform Bronco. They released this, it looks great. The new Bronco, we've all seen the new Bronco. And then this version of it also looks great, but they released it in 2 wheelbases, which was kind of cool to see, 12.3 and 11.4. So there's not a lot of those short wheelbase platforms around at this point. You know, I think the last one they made was the UMG, which is discontinued. Now they do show that, you know, 11.4 on one of the 10.3 axled vehicles at least. These new bodies from Proline do come with some molded details that look nice. They've got the mirrors and the grille. They've got a rear plate that goes on the body if you don't want to run a spare tire, but if you do want to run a spare tire, it comes with that mounting as well. However, in the photos, you can see that where they have it mounted, it actually makes the tire hang pretty low. Probably not super useful, especially if you're running a larger tire. It's going to hang down there quite a ways. Maybe not, you know, the most useful item. And you can see with how far down it hangs that basically can't run a rear bumper. It's just, they don't have one on that photo at all, probably just got in the way. They're running that spare tire on the 11.4 inch wheelbase version, which does look like it has SCX3 axles under it. And on the front, it's got like the CRC style bumper, the, you know, narrow, short, minimal bumper. On the 12.3 inch, the 4-door version, they show the block off plate on the rear. The bumpers, I believe, are off of the Jeep body. The front, though, is using a DeMello off-road branded bumper in the front, and we haven't seen that yet. Obviously, these bodies come with some molded details, but that bumper is not one of them, and we haven't seen any details on that bumper to come out yet. It looks very well fit to this body, and it doesn't look 3D printed. Just kind of put it out there. This body was so well done, I'm kind of surprised to not see it come on an actual axial kit in either wheelbase. Whatever option it was and how much detail was put into this, it just surprises me. Or maybe with them deciding to do the 124 scale version and Traxxas already having a 110 scale, they didn't think that it was going to be the right move to go head to head. It's interesting to see, being that everything's under one umbrella over there at Horizon. It seems like it could have gone anyway. Would you have rather seen that as a kit, or are you glad that it's being offered as the clear body option from Proline? Let me know in the comments below. Come join us tomorrow on Livestream Takeover. This week, we're going to have Brett from Brazen Scale on to discuss brazen things about the business, chat a bit. Somebody we haven't had on the show yet. And now that Nationals is over, I'm going to try and get more and more guests back on the show. So check in on us there. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Should be a good show. But that's going to do it for this week's news topics. For this week's question, what is a new skill you're trying to learn? RC, non-RC, kind of RC, whatever it is. I've been trying to learn a little bit of Blender lately, which is like a different type of 3D modeling thing. And it's so much different than how my brain is used to working in CAD that I'm having just a super hard time with it. So help me ease my own struggles by telling me what you've been struggling with lately to try and pick up. Again, RC, non-RC, whatever it is, put it in the comments below. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. As always, thanks for watching the Scale News Update. If you enjoy this show, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification bell so you see the videos as soon as they get uploaded. As always, thank you again for watching the Scale News Update, and we'll see you on the next one.